Welcome to Freecircle-Fireside. I'm your host, Ed Waters, and I want to bring you insight that's right, truth with integrity, and the stories that matter the most to you. So, climb on in, buckle up, let's take a ride on the fireside. Let's chill and roll with it. Childhood mistakes. Boy, do we make them. When we're young, boy, do we make mistakes. Sometimes those mistakes will last for years and years and years until you develop the skills to rationalize and to overcome those childhood mistakes. Well, you'll always carry them with you, and you'll keep on filling that mistake. During my childhood, I was a very hard-headed young man, eager to learn, but I did not take the time, and I got easily distracted, as do most children. And all too often, we want to medicate childhood mistakes. I can talk from experience. I have seen how misdiagnosis sometimes of behavioral issues end up to chemically treating young children with undeveloped brains, and we tend not to think about what those chemical compounds are doing to those young undeveloped brains. Children make mistakes. Mistakes happen, and it's just one of those things that a parent, they have to be grown up about it and understand they have to teach their children not to make these mistakes. It's hard to be a parent, I'm sure of it. I was a hard-headed young man, and I would not want to be my parents. I would not envy that. However, I can tell you that children make mistakes all the time. And if they are not corrected and guided firmly by good moral and firm parenting skills, well, you're going to deal with these misguided mishaps throughout your life because you were never taught properly to overcome them. So, sometimes we have to sit down and identify the root cause of these issues, and maybe we can develop skills to overcome and adapt. I did not like school when I was young. Now, as I'm older, I understand the value of education. And boy, we are lacking education in this world. And it's time that the strong people stand up and take control of what these misguided situations are in our world. Some people don't like me. that's not because of me. That's because of their misinformed decision that they made when they made their first impression upon me. I had a very tough childhood. I was mistake after mistake after mistake. Because I was eager, I needed to know for myself, not what somebody was trying to push on me. I recognize now how brilliant I was back then, and yet I was told, no, you can't do that. No, you don't have the aptitude for that. You will never be able to do something like that. When you throw that attitude to a child, well, you're causing trouble right there. You should always encourage your child. If they want to do something, if they want to be an artist, encourage that. If they want to fix things, encourage that. See, I wanted to be an engineer when I was young. I can remember it clearly, all the way back. I remember in the 5th grade, Jimmy Carter. I really think about that moment in time in my life, because between the 4th and the 5th grade, it changed my life. And it wasn't for a good change. I had a pretty bad experience in the 4th grade, and it carried throughout my educational period. The resentment that I had towards the teacher that embarrassed me so much in front of all the other kids in the class. And then me being hard-headed while the fight was on. I had one recess in my 4th grade year because of a hard-headed, ignorant man as a teacher. And yeah, I still remember it. I still carry it. I do forgive that man, but I still remember. And those mistakes are carried throughout an individual's life. Encourage your children. Don't condemn them. Don't tell them they're stupid. Don't tell them they can't do it. Nobody will ever let you do it. Because they'll remember it their whole life. And then it makes them struggle to achieve, because they're wondering if that's true. It's not. It's not true. If you're a young man, a young woman, and you have had somebody tell you that, it's not true. You can do whatever you achieve yourself. You don't let others tell you what you can achieve in your life. You can do anything. There's books, there's videos, there's individuals out there that will help you achieve. Surround yourself with those people. If you have a teacher telling you these types of things, you go to your principal and you tell that principal what is happening. That sort of thing has to change. There's no room for that mentality to scar children for years and years. And then have that child deal with the stress, the emotions, the angers, the fears for all those years, wondering, am I worthy of this? You are. If you're a young man and woman, you have a whole life ahead of you. Grab it. Reach for it. Make it yours. We only have a short time. Don't let others display their weakness and make you feel inferior. Well, that's it for another Free Circle Fireside. Thank you for joining us. You can find us on the web at freecircle.website. You can join in on the live shows or leave a message and we'll get your voice out over the message. The call-in line is 971-533-7805. Join Free Circle, get your voice out, and thank you for joining the Fireside. Ed, Free Circle, out.